Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about a little bit, once again, Season 23. Now, it's very cool, a lot of the stuff they're adding in. That being said, the CEO, Andrew Wilson, has made some statements about Apex Legends 2 and the future of monetization in the game, and it makes us question, have they actually learned their lesson based off of this season, or is this just going to be a continuing trend? We're going to go over all of that. We're also going to go ahead and give out a Pathfinder Prestige skin. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So, just the other day, Andrew Wilson, the CEO of EA, and, also the publisher of Apex Legends, went ahead and did an earnings call with investors, and not gonna lie, it was pretty eye-opening. He went on to say that in Season 22, which launched in early August, had fallen short of expectations, saying, following changes to the Battle Pass construct, we did not see the lift in monetization we had expected. And I'm gonna be honest here, if there was one quote from this entire article that made me realize how brain dead EA is, it might have been this one. Now, it shouldn't be any surprise that the Battle Pass change that they did, at least in its original form, was an absolutely horrible, greedy thing to do. They went ahead and changed it and they made it a little bit better, but I do not understand why they expected to see a huge lift in monetization from this, because at the end of the day, they fell short in so many other categories. But let's go on and see more in the article. He went on to say, two things have become clear in the free-to-play FPS category. First, in the competitive landscape where brand, a strong core player base, and high-quality mechanics matter more than ever, Apex has proven to be a compelling franchise for us as an industry stalwart. Second, to drive significant growth and re-engagement, large systematic change is required. This is incredibly worrying to me, and we'll talk about that in a second. We will continue to focus on retention and breadth of content and service for our global community as we work towards more significant, innovative changes in the future. And that is where I get a little confused. Because if your focus was on retention and breadth of content, then, well, we shouldn't be having an issue with the player count right now, where it's reached an average of 85,000 on Steam, the lowest it has pretty much ever been. See, I think EA has this fundamental flaw in their mindset where they think, oh, we'll just add in new ways for people to buy things, and that will be considered more types of content. Like for example, we've got the new exotic heirloom coming in this season with the karambits. That will have 5 different variations and exotic shards. The exotic shop is actually a good example. That was probably something they talk about or think about when they think they're adding more content to the game. And this drives me absolutely up the wall, because that's not what gets players hyped. Not at least in the grand scheme of things. You see, if you want people to buy things in your game, you have to actually get them invested and stay in the game. For instance, when was the last time we got a really cool stories from the Outlands, other than possibly the one we get for Season 23 to hype up the new season, but the legend ones we got in between seasons when it hit slow points, like Voidwalker, or the Bangalore one where she fights the pilot with her brother Newcastle. That was stuff that hyped up gamers, myself included, and then I was invested in the game and the lore and what was going on, and then I was okay spending money on it because I was really enjoying everything going on in the process. So you can't just go ahead and drop all these collection events with brand new skins and themes and think that that is going to be the magic key to go ahead and get players to spend their money. And then going ahead and expanding that to the milestone events, which is still one of the worst things that they have ever done in this game, to go ahead and do it as a gambling system where you can't craft the skin, you can't buy the skin directly you want, you have to buy packs and hope you get it. That is not a new marketing strategy / innovation that is going to go ahead and increase player counts and then also go ahead and make sure that you guys get more money. See, I'm not opposed to EA trying new things to make more money. That is kind of the whole point of a free-to-play game. They have to have marketing strategies to make revenue. On the flip side of that, you have to generate player hype and create new systems for fun gameplay to go ahead and get us to spend money on those events. For instance, we have about 16 legends right now that do not have a town takeover. The last one that got one was Watson. We've got legends right here, and this was a really cool concept made by the fans of E-District POIs for Loba, Ballistic, Valkyrie, Broken Moon with Revenant, Catalyst, Seer, so on and so forth. And this stuff in the middle of a season would once again generate hype. And when people get hyped, they want to play the game, and then they're trying out the new stuff, and then they'll see the store and they'll go ahead and spend money. You can't just go ahead and say, hey, we've got a brand new battle pass system, but not much else going on in Season 22. Go ahead and buy it, and then when people don't buy it, scratch your head and say, well, Season 22 fell below expectations. There's a clear disconnect between how I guess a publisher runs, developers run, and then understanding what the core consumer wants. I feel like I'm going absolutely crazy here. He went on to go ahead and say things like Apex Legends 2 probably will not happen. Version 2 has almost never been as successful as the version 1 thing. But here's the simple fact of the matter, is that I guess you don't need to do it Apex Legends 2, but you still need to upgrade the servers, which have been absolutely horrible, and the hit reg is a major issue. You can go ahead and fix the anti-cheat. They went ahead and actually banned Linux support, so now you can only use Windows, which I think is a step in the right direction. I'm not 100% sure. But if you really want to go ahead and actually see Apex Legends recover financially, or as a game be enjoyable and have a player count resurgence, go ahead and do stuff like when you brought in the breakout challenge rewards, where you can unlock legends by doing specific tasks with them. You got a free wraith skin, a free flatline skin. I bet so many people put so many hours in trying to get these rewards, because I know I did, because I thought that this was a great way to engage us as a community. I'm just gonna go back to that battle pass thing, where I don't think splitting the battle pass is inherently a horrible idea, but the simple fact of the matter is you didn't add anything in with the split battle pass to really get us hyped about it. We'll see if season 23 goes a little bit differently. They're definitely trying stuff with the nostalgia route by giving the EPG one from Titanfall, going back to OG weapons from Apex Legends, reworking Lifeline, and doing so much more, and it could very well end up paying off. But it's clear to me, at least, that I don't know if Apex Legends can ever truly recover, because the people at the top don't, I think, understand how to actually run a free-to-play game and balance microtransactions with a compelling gameplay cycle. Anyways, that's gonna go ahead and be my video on how I think basically at this point, if EA continues to have this mindset, Apex Legends is screwed. But we're gonna go ahead and play some community clips right now. If you ever wanna see your clips in the video, don't forget to shoot me a DM on Thordan Smash on Twitter. But without further ado, let's roll the clips.
Awesome.
Target spot.
Enemy shield.
9.
Mark over there. Reloading. Level
Got company on there. Putting up command cover. 45. Harvesters are on.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on Apex Legends 2 never coming, the Linux support being cut off for Steam Deck users, and also just the overall state of the game of Apex Legends. Also, don't forget to check out this video right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content. And until next time, everyone, keep slaying the Outlands. See you out there.